Live from the Texas Cheerlickers Studios. It's in the building with Mike Taylor and Rudy J.
Another week is come and gone. Another week for me to brag about things I got right. And another week for me to look at things that I was completely dead wrong on. It is in the building, Sports Edition. And it's nice when you pick teams to lose that you like, because then when you're proven wrong, it's okay.
You feel good.
Yeah, it was nice.
You're like, okay, because we're here to pick with our minds, not with our hearts.
Correct. And I was wrong.
About what?
Well, about a lot. We'll get into it.
Okay.
It's the second segment today. I want to talk about how wrong I was about Oklahoma, Texas.
I was too.
Last week.
The whole country was, to be honest.
But I want to get into that about being wrong, because I'm a humble man. But I'll admit when I'm wrong, though.
I will too.
But I don't like being wrong. That's the thing. The arrogance that I do have does not like to be incorrect.
But being wrong helps ratings because people want to see you eat crow.
Correct. And I'll argue in the second segment, it's not my fault I was wrong. It's UT's fault for being inconsistent.
When he admits he's wrong, he's right.
Yeah, because it's their fault. They made me wrong. We'll get into it. Today, I thought we'd start with Cowboys talk.
Why not?
We never lead with Cowboys just because it's Saturday morning. We can still talk Cowboys. Yeah. Another team that I thought, just when you thought, okay.
I was wrong about that one. I blew the Cowboy game off last week. And then when I thought about it, I was like, that was pretty dumb because the Panthers are the Cowboys. As much as we want to look at the Panthers as, ew, what is that? Ew, Carolina, that's disgusting. That's what the Cowboys are too. They're going to have great weeks and they're going to have terrible weeks.
Rudy and I are going to start doing a post-game show on our YouTube channel called Love You Hard TV. After all Cowboys games, we decided to start with tomorrow's game because we just didn't consider the Panthers game to be a very important day. We should have because they gave up another 200-plus yards to some dude named Rico Dowdle who played here.
Who used to be a Cowboy.
So the Cowboys last week, they let Rico Dowdle talk mess to them.
He said, y'all better buckle up.
And back it up.
You better buckle up.
Embarrassing.
And we laughed at I laughed at Rico Dowdle when he said that because it's like, okay, the defense already terrible. Why give them incentive? Well, now we know you can talk noise to the Cowboys defense, and there's just nothing they can do about it because they're not good on that side of the ball.
So so what chance do you give the Cowboys to be the Commanders team coming off a loss to the Bears at home? It's a Commanders team that's only 3-3.
I'm going to give them a 27.5% chance. I'm going to give them a chance because it's the NFL and anything can happen. And we know if there's one thing Dallas can do, they can score the ball. And if Caleb Williams can move the ball up and down the field on you and do a 2-minute drill on you and kick a field goal to win, Dak Prescott, the way he's playing right now, he surely can. Now, is it going to take Dallas 35 to 40 points to come away with the W? Yes. Are they capable? Yes. So that's why I'm not going to say a 0% chance. I will pick the Commanders to win, but I'm giving Dallas a 27.5% shot.
So I guess that's 72.5 for
something like that.
Is that what that is? 72.5?
Yeah, 72.5.
Okay, for Washington. Man, the Cowboys have to score 30 points every week minimum if they're going to win games the rest of the season. That's what we now know.
I'm thinking 35.
Maybe. This is an epically terrible defense. One of the worst defenses in their history.
This is historically probably their worst.
Yeah. 32nd against the pass, 31st against the run, 32nd in total defense. They give up 30.5 points a game.
Total
dead
defense?
last. They give up 30.5 points a game, which I think is dead next to last or dead. They're basically they're the worst defense in football. The worst. And it's a shame because Dak's had a great start. It's a shame.
Good Lord, 32nd in overall.
They're either 32nd or 31 in all the categories, and you throw it all into an average number, and they're 32nd in defense. I think there's only Rudy. Last I checked, there's only 32 teams in the NFL, and I think that means the Cowboys are dead last if they're 32nd. It's a shame.
It's
because Dak's playing great.
George Pickens playing great. Javonte Williams is finding his groove. And they're down offensive linemen here and there. They're down CeeDee Lamb, and they're still managing to keep this team in games. Mm-hmm. It's just, it's just not enough.
If Dak doesn't score, well,
40 wasn't enough against Green Bay.
No, I know. They still didn't win. They tied. Well, I said 30. You said 35. Well, they're giving up 30.5 a game.
So let's say 31.
They need 31.
They need
Dak,
31.
you need 31 against Washington tomorrow, or you're going to lose. And it's a shame because it's the quarterback who gets the one-loss record next to his name.
Right.
Not randos that play on the Cowboys defense. So who's the most to blame? Lack of personnel, bad coaching by Matt Eberflus. Flus.
So for the past few weeks, you and I have gone back and forth on this. She's like, "Hey man, I need Eberflus out of my city," and I said, "Well, Mike, he's coaching a bunch of no ones." Well, it's on the defensive coordinator to figure out the personnel, what you have, and make a game plan that best suits them. And he hasn't done that. So I would say Matt Eberflus is more to blame, but he is dealing with nothing. And then you have two corners that you've paid $180 million together, and you got them playing zone. Why would I pay somebody that much to guard a space? If I pay you $90 million, you better go when he goes to the restroom, when he goes to get Gatorade. I want you traveling, not playing the stupid zone button.
I'm fine with Matt Eberflus. He can be in my foxhole. Jerry said.
Is that what Jerry said?
He wants him in his foxhole. Now, he also wanted Wade Phillips in his foxhole. He wanted Jason Garrett in his foxhole. He wanted Dave Campo in his foxhole one time. Brian Schottenheimer also defended Matt Eberflus, said there would be changes this week, but not to the coaching.
To the personnel.
Good luck to the Cowboys. Good luck to them. All right, now let's talk about how wrong everybody was about the Texas Longhorns. Next on In the Building, Sports Edition on Chris 6. Protect your property's most valued services with Lone Star Nano Services. We specialize in roof rejuvenation and repair, as well as concrete and wood surface treatments using state-of-the-art nanotechnology sealants. Our advanced solutions shield your structures from the harsh South Texas elements, ensuring that they stay resilient and beautiful for years to come. Safeguard your property's most valuable assets. It's Lone Star Nano Services, where protection meets innovation. I like beer, and I like burgers, Rudy.
And I like wings.
Well, we got all that and more. It's the BWB Restaurant, longtime staple in Corpus Christi, Texas. Got the 2 locations, and both of them have good times.
Absolutely. And I can't think of a better place to take in some football, whether it be college football, pro football, basketball runs around. It's a great watching scene over at the BWB.
It's great. 2 locations in town on the south side on Saratoga, and then off I-37 on Upriver Road, the BWB Restaurant. Welcome back to In the Building, Sports Edition here on Chris 6 every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Unless we're preempted or we're exempted or we move, whatever the words are, we're going to be here with you every morning at 11 a.m. Central Texas time here on Chris 6. Last week, Rudy and I both picked Oklahoma to win, although you gave Texas a better chance. I think you said 31-17
yes.
OU. I think I said 50-13 Oklahoma.
Yeah, you were short about 44 points, and I was short about 25 points. They only scored 6.
What I said this just so we're being, I was wrong.
Me too.
But
you were wrong because
a couple of reasons. What I said was, if John Mateer plays quarterback for OU, he might struggle because he's rushing back after the thumb surgery. And I was right about that. He was terrible. And if Texas has a chance in Hades of winning, it's going to be because it's this game. It's Texas-Oklahoma. It's such a rival game. You never know. That being said, give me Oklahoma in a blowout. And I was wrong. I cannot believe. Well, here's what happened. The Texas Longhorn defense, let's start with defense before we even get to Arch. The Texas defense that I've been waiting to see all year, Ohio State, they were great. The defense was great. And then the defense couldn't stop anybody against Florida.
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, is the defense finally moonwalking because they're not getting any rest or any help?
They were fantastic. Oklahoma's offense is really, really good. Well, Mateer was not good.
No.
UT, credit them on defense.
Took it personal.
Stomped Oklahoma.
Took it personal because all we talked about going into the game was how good Oklahoma's defense is, and they're playing an offense that is struggling, struggling, Sark's play calling, whatever. And Texas is like, hello, we're pretty good too on this side of the ball. And they showed up and showed out, man. And it also helps when Texas runs the ball. Then now the defense is a little more fresh. You know what I mean? And they got a punt return. You know what I mean? So when they won all 3 phases. Normally they say you got to win 2 out of 3. It's offense, defense, special teams. Normally you win 2 out of 3, you win the game. They won all 3 phases, which is why they kind of pretty much manhandled Oklahoma.
Yeah, and it's their fault I was wrong in picking them.
UT's fault?
It's UT's fault that I was wrong.
Why? Because of the inconsistency?
Completely inconsistent.
Yeah.
You know, you have the worst quarterback in America statistically.
At that point.
Is what they had. A defense that got ran all over the field and thrown on in the Florida game. They gave us no reason to think they were going to win. So, therefore, I blame them for me being wrong.
I'm fine with that.
And as far as Arch Manning, he still wasn't Heisman Trophy candidate guy.
He's not.
But he was, you know, we said after the Florida game, now wash the season, flush everything you've seen, just try to develop Arch. Just at least get him confident where his mechanics are at least decent. His mechanics were even flawed. He was so not confident.
Right.
Let's just see if we can develop as much as we can until the end of the season, and then maybe he blows up next year, you know, because he's probably going to have to come back at this point.
It looks like
I would assume. And Arch was not a world beater last week, but he was an excellent manager of the game. He didn't screw up.
No, shout out to Wisner. I have a theory. We have a theory on quarterbacks. 75% of the quarterbacks, whether it be pro or college, need a running game to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
We had Arch in that category of the 25%, like, hell, man, this guy's all world. Peyton Manning's telling us he makes throws that Peyton couldn't even make himself. We had Arch in this super elite tier that he really should have never been placed in. He's actually one of the 75%. He's better when he has a running game. And look, that's not a knock. That's not me knocking Arch. That's 75% of quarterbacks need a running game. Sark realized it. The offensive court, they got together, they said, hey, maybe Arch isn't the guy we thought he was. Let's see if we run the ball more. Would that help him? And I think it settled him down. And he made some of those throws that Peyton Manning said that he could make. Made some big boy throws, but I think it's because it wasn't all on him. I think we went into this season like, hey, Arch, it's your world, baby. Show us the way. And that he's not that, at least not yet. And Wisner stepped up to the plate. They ran the ball. They controlled the clock. They moved the chains, kind of methodical. And that helped Arch tremendously. And maybe that gets his confidence trending in that right direction going forward. Now, again, don't poop the bed this week after what you did, but maybe this gets him going.
Well, therein lies the next great point. So how do you avoid a letdown today at Kentucky, who's 0-3 in the SEC?
They're terrible.
Mark Stoops, his team is
terrible,
pretty bad, but they're coming off a bye. They've gotten a lot healthier. It's a home game. It's Texas. Everybody wants to beat UT.
Everybody plays their best game against Texas.
God forbid, after the turmoil that Texas has already been through, that they have a letdown. I think that Sark will have them ready to roll. There can't be a letdown. You haven't played good enough to have a letdown game.
No, heck no.
Yeah. So I think they should win, but I wouldn't bet a lot of money on this because we've seen play well 3 weeks in a row before I start betting money on you.
Jekyll and Hyde. Because even, again, if they're not playing San Jose State and Sam Houston State, they're playing somebody worthy.
Yeah.
They probably lose those games.
Yeah, Kentucky, you said they're bad. They're bad for an SEC team.
For an SEC team.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guarantee nothing tonight as they play at UK. I just want to see Arch continue to manage the game, get a little bit better, have the defense win the game, and get something out of Trey Wisner. God forbid C.J. Baxter ever do anything for this team. He's the most talented running back they have. He can't stay healthy. Show me that you can be what you were last week, 2 weeks in a row, and maybe I'll start
in
betting on
SEC competition at that.
In the SEC for sure, absolutely. Right. All right. In the next segment, want to expound upon some Aggies talk. If they ain't the best team in Texas, Texas Tech certainly is.
Take your pick.
Yeah, and we got to get into our weekend guarantees too. And I have a challenge I want to throw out for our viewers.
You're challenging our viewers?
I have a way. I want to give somebody money. I'm going to give away my own money in the next segment. All right. We'll do all that on In the Building Sports Edition next on Chris 6 TV. go. I'm ready.
I'm in the building.
If you like our television show, you will also like our podcast. Every day, Monday through Friday, we have In the Building podcast, Rudy.
That's right. You can subscribe at Love You Hard TV on YouTube. Check us out 10 a.m. weekdays. In the building, baby.
Love You Hard TV on YouTube.
What's up, Corpus Christi? You gonna be rolling through San Antonio? You already know the move. Pull up to any of our 7 Texas Cheer liquor spots and snag the viral cocktail to-go bags and lit kits that everybody's talking about. You got crazy flavors, limited drops. I'm talking about the dopest drink selection in the game. Do not miss out. We're turning up every day, all day at Texas Cheer Liquor. Follow us and tag your squad. 7 locations. That's Texas Cheer Liquor, baby.
Big college football weekend begins here momentarily. It's Chris Six. It is In the Building Sports Edition. Mike Taylor with Rudy J.
Yes, sir.
Get ready for another football weekend here on the show. Join us every Saturday. We're on at 11 a.m. here in Corpus Christi, Texas. A local sports television show for you, the Coastal Bend area, each and every Saturday. So if you're just now discovering us, welcome. I have an opportunity I want to give away money to somebody. I want to get into that here in just a minute.
Okay.
But first, how about some weekend guarantees?
Bum, bum, bum.
We do about 2 of these a week. I'm above 500 barely. I need to get rolling on my guarantees.
I'm going upset Central this week. I'm taking Tennessee to go into Tuscaloosa and steal a victory over the Fighting Crimson Tide.
Well,
and I will take those Trojan men to go into South Bend and upset the Fighting Irish.
God, I love this game.
I'll take USC and Tennessee to upset on the road. I'm going out on a limb on my weekend guarantees, baby. I ain't going chalk this week.
I'm a kid from Fort Worth, Texas, but for whatever reason, going back to the 80s, maybe because I lived in L.A. for a little while. When I was a little kid, we lived in the LA area for a couple of years in the 80s, and I really liked USC football. The USC Notre Dame game, I just love that game.
It's a big game.
It's right here on Chris Six, by the way. I just love that game because of the nostalgia of my childhood and just the history of those 2 programs. Love this game.
Me too.
SC Notre Dame. Also like, but there's 2 good teams that get to play each other that are not in the SEC.
I know.
Because the SEC is such a monster, you know.
Kind of refreshing.
All right, my guarantees this week. The Cowboys will hold the Commanders under 30.
If they do, then they win.
Going way out on a limb here.
You taking them to win the game?
Yeah, you can only be told you suck so much. Pride takes over at some point.
Okay.
Execution has to take over. Professionalism. They vowed to make some schematic changes. They're going to hold Washington under 30 at Jerry World. I can't guarantee they're going to win, but I'm going to guarantee the Cowboys defense holds the Commanders under 30. Only because the Cowboys are mad, the coach's vowed changes, and so, okay, we'll see if you can coach a little bit this week. Matt Eberflus. All right, I guarantee this.
What else you got?
Texas Tech's run of blowing everybody out comes to an end. They're not going to lose to Arizona State today, but they're going to get a wake up call. They're going to get reminded that they are humans.
This is in Sun Devil Stadium.
Watch out for Arizona State. Will Levitt, their quarterback, he should be back this week. The Sun Devils are the defending conference champions in the Big 12.
But that was with Scatterboo, though.
I know, and they're 4-2. They don't suck. They handled TCU like I thought they would a couple of weeks ago. I think Texas Tech's in for a hell of a fight against Arizona State on the road in Phoenix. So I think Tech wins.
Their first real test.
This is a single-digit win for Texas Tech.
So you're guaranteeing a test for Tech.
Yeah, big test. And the Cowboys hold the Commanders under 30. All right.
I like it.
I'm going to offer some money. We'll talk Aggies to end this thing. I want to know if anyone's watching this show. I want to know who's out there.
We want to know who. We know someone is. We want to know who. And we want to, we as a thanks.
Sure.
We want to put some money in your pocket.
We do a podcast every day, and there's instant feedback.
Right.
People chat the whole time.
It's
You can literally see how many are watching at the time. You can get data on a YouTube show.
Right.
This is a television show.
Got to wait for the books.
And I'm not in charge of that. I'm not privy to that.
Right.
Jim Bob Brazil, the news director of Chris Six, is. Bear, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from the people. All right. The first person that emails me, can we put my email on the screen, Jose? Thank you, man. My email is MikeTaylorShow@gmail.com.
MikeTaylorShow@gmail.com.
Mike Taylor Show. It used to be something else, but it was kind of risque.
Right.
And I decided to change it. It was TaylorSack@gmail.com. That's what it used to be. Let's just say it. Now it's not. We've grown up. We've evolved, Rudy.
We've evolved. You should be evolved.
It was a reference to a mail sack.
I know. But
no, it wasn't. But whatever.
Wasn't.
Okay.
Exactly. I was going to roll with it, but it wasn't.
No. MikeTaylorShow@gmail.com. The first person that reaches out to me via email that lives within a 20-mile radius of Corpus Christi. I don't want to hear from nobody in San Antonio. Within a 20-mile radius of Corpus Christi, Texas, first person that emails me, I'm going to give you $40.
Cash App, Venmo, whatever.
Cash
Hit
money.
us up.
Venmo, Cash App, whatever it is. I'm going to give you $40 out of my own pocket because I want to see who's watching this show every week. This is a great way to determine that. I'm going to give money away.
What better way to get some
out of my own
feedback?
pocket? My own pocket.
I'll split it with you. We'll do 20 and 20. I'll split it with you.
Okay, fine. All right. We'll give y'all $40. The first person that reaches out that watches this thing in the Corpus Christi
It better be 10,000 damn emails.
I'll be happy if we have 5. I have no idea. I have no idea. I think our show is great. I'm not sure how many people know it's out there.
Yeah.
This will be a good test on that. All
That's
right.
fine.
The Texas Aggies, people never give us any props either.
Whoop.
Nobody ever knows we're playing.
Whoop.
Y'all wouldn't even know we had a game.
Whoop.
Well, you got your head up the butts of Texas all the
Whoop.
time.
Hey, we've been giving the Aggies love. Nobody's giving the
This
Aggies more
show
love
has.
than
This
us.
show has.
Right.
And do you guarantee? Well, I guess we already did our guarantees.
Oh, they're going to.
Will they still be undefeated?
Dude, they're going to cook bacon, sausage, chicharron. They're about to fry up that gosh darn
little
pig
ham
soup.
hock.
Ham hock,
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
baby. Everything, baby.
Everything.
They're going
sausage.
They're going to fry the Razorbacks.
Yeah, Arkansas's fired its coach. I would love my guy Jeff Traylor over at UTSA to get that job, but that's me. That's me. Aggies will be fine. They did lose. They lost Le'Veon Moss, their running back. They'll be fine. They got 3 more. Reuben Owens is a stud too. Aggies will win.
I love the Aggies.
Horn should win. I do too.
Aggies and Tech are
Fun to
making this a
watch.
lot easier this season.
All right, who's going to email me? Who wants $40? I'm going to make you holler with a $40 gift if you reach out to me on email. See y'all next week on In the Building Sports Edition. Sammy's Embroidery in South Texas, providing logos on hats, gear, and all kinds of clothes all over the great state of Texas, Rudy.
That's right. No order too big, too small, using all of the state-of-the-art equipment.
And it's all done in-house, too. No outsourced jobs. This is all made by folks in a Texas shop in Texas. Name brand gear, Nike, Port Authority, Reebok, Under Armour, all the big names, all the big brands for you. Sam's Embroidery in South Texas. 210-824-3900. Sam's Embroidery. I like beer and I like burgers, Rudy.
And I like wings.
Well, we got all that and more. It's the BWB Restaurant, longtime staple in Corpus Christi, Texas. Got the 2 locations and both of them have good times.
Absolutely. And I can't think of a better place to take in some football, whether it be college football, pro football, basketball runs around. It's a great watching scene over at the BWB.
It's great. 2 locations in town on the south side on Saratoga and then off I-37 on Upriver Road, the BWB Restaurant. Welcome back to In the Building Sports Edition. We do a podcast every day during the week called In the Building on YouTube. It's also on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's on Apple. You can find us anywhere. Platforms are readily available. It's called In the Building. Mike and Rudy. All right. If you missed the podcast, you missed. Well, we got into a nice discussion this week about how we need to outlaw bands from playing halftime shows in college football, not high school. College games are way too long.
Taking too long.
The world's
man.
evolving. I don't want to get rid of bands at the games. I want them to play during the game. We don't need bands marching up and down the field anymore in college halftimes. It's too long. It's become a business. These players are all staff members now, all getting paid. Time to get rid of the bands. I thought you agreed.
I agree 1,000%. I don't want to stop down and watch a 3.5-hour football game. The last 2 minutes take 30 minutes in itself. The last thing I need is another 30, 40 minutes of bands at halftime. Like I said, keep them during game. Halftime, let's cut this short, man. Let's get rolling. Our
Couldn't agree
attention
more.
spans are too short.
That's
Come on,
right.
college football. Get with the 2025-ness.
Right. And these are Gen Xers talking. This ain't no Gen Zers.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to go to a movie that's longer than 2 hours. I don't want to go to a football game that's over 4. We can cut 20 minutes down by letting the band stay in the bleachers. That's it. We're done. See y'all next Saturday, same time right here on Chris 6 for Mike and Rudy. Watch that podcast. It's called In the Building. See y'all on Chris 6 next Saturday. Email me. I'll pay you. I'll pay you, mijo.
Ready?
Let's
I'm
go.
ready.
I'm ready.
I'm in the building.
If you like our television show, you will also like our podcast. Every day, Monday through Friday, we have In the Building podcast, Rudy.
That's right. You can subscribe at Love You Hard TV on YouTube. Check us out 10 a.m. weekdays. In the building, baby.
Love You Hard TV on YouTube.